Welcome to Chaska High School for CTN's live coverage of the 2017 Prep Football Season Opener. The Cardinals taking on the Chaska Hawks. Joe Jan, Howie Shapiro up in the stands along with the fans going old school for tonight's game, but a beautiful night for football.
It really is, and you couldn't ask for a better opener here. It's a new regime at Coon Rapids. They've got a whole new attitude, a lot of excitement, and I think this is a good first test for them on the road.
Yeah, Chaska's a tough football team. They went 5-3 last year, 6-2 the year before that. They come in really trying to establish something home opener, and again, a beautiful night. They've got their fans, and they're looking at Coon Rapids, a new opponent, as someone they want to start strong against.
No question about it. I had talked to head coach Brian Dahl, and he said, there's a lot of optimism. He lost a lot of seniors from last year, and so he's kind of looking at, and I don't want to say starting over, but you're building something different here. So he's really excited about it. You said they were 5-3 last year. He's looking to build on that.
Well, and both teams looking for quarterbacks to help lead the way for the Cardinals. Tyler George getting the start. He's the senior. He was the majority of the year he was the starter last year,
and he got that experience under his belt, and he's working things out. And we were at the preview. He looks bigger. He definitely looks more well put together. So he's going to be able to get on there and lead this team. But they also have a second quarterback who's pretty good, Jake Van Hultzen. We may see both of them tonight.
Well, and on the flip side, Chaska had the same quarterback all year last year. He has graduated and moved on. The guy taking over the reins under center was one of their top receivers last year.
Yeah, so which means he's a good athlete. That's Connor Suba. He's going to get the start here. Again, no experience at quarterback, obviously, till this year. So it's going to be a little pressure on him as well. He wants to lead this team. They'll probably try and establish the run at first and then work in the pass.
Well, a lot of nerves, a lot of excitement as we get ready for kickoff of the 2017 prep football season. Cardinals and the Hawks take the field next on CTN.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Reach out, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Back at Chaska High School, and Mal Edwards, new head coach for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, ready to see how his team responds. They will start on defense.
Obviously there's always jitters opening night, and certainly I'm sure Mal Edwards feels that excitement inside here as he gets his first game under his belt as head coach of Coon Rapids. Brian Dahl the same way. I spoke with him. He says that the kids are always got that little bit of a jitter until they get on the field, want to get playing in real action. They have both had some good scrimmages, wanted to get real life going.
Tyler George with the kick. It will be fielded by Osmago. He bobbled it. He's able to scoop it back up inside the 10 and try and lean forward across the mark, and he has them backed up at the 11-yard line. Excuse me, that was Adam Offerdahl on the return.
Well, Joe, I talked about jitters, and that could have been a little bit of a first night jitter. Cook wasn't able to get the handle on the football, and to the advantage of Coon Rapids, they made sure they stayed all over him on their special team. They're going to start deep in their own territory. Good job for the defense. We'll see what kind of pressure they put on here early on.
Yeah, Chaska certainly didn't want to start in the shadow of their own end zone, but that's the way it will be for them. And Suba will start out in the pistol. He's got Holasek in the backfield with him. Quick throw to the right side. Incomplete. Intended for Nolan Hansen. Turned him around a little bit, and he couldn't come up with it. There's a look at the offense for the Hawks. Stoffel, Mardig, Marino, Roan, and Jackman on the line. The receivers, Hansen and Hardy. Slot receiver is Bach. Odell in the slant as well. Suba, the quarterback, in Holsalak, the sophomore, in the backfield with him.
I do like the Chaska uniforms.
Quick draw play, and that did not fool the Cardinals at all. And after a very short gain, Suba is sent back, and it'll be 3rd and long.
You know,
Look at the Cardinals, Alexander, Darius, and Amon. The linemen, the linebackers are Luke Sargent, Caleb Ness, Miles Taylor, and Jordan Brown. In the secondary, Nawachi, Geyer, McMahon, and Silla.
we'll be talking all night long, Joe, about the point of attack, and certainly a good job by the defense stuffing that run, putting them in 3rd and long.
Rolls to his right, now wants to throw, now will tuck and try and find some room, but he's tripped up as he crosses the 15 to the 16, and that is well short of the 1st down. It'll be a 3 and out for the Chaska Hawks.
Well, nice job by Austin Alexander, number 99 for the Cardinals, just putting pressure on Suba, making him step to the inside, and then the Cardinals defensively did a good job surrounding him, bringing him down for the short gain and forcing the punt. Nice way for your defense to start 3 and out.
Nawachi and Jordan Brown will be the deep backs for the Cardinals. Set to kick it away is Roan, and he drops it just shy of midfield on a hop. Nawachi picks it up, cuts back, got a block, now comes back to the sideline. He's got some room inside the 40 and knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 30-yard line. Cardinals with their opening possession deep in Chaska territory.
Well, you know, nice field vision by Nawachi. He's going to cut to the inside, realize he's not going to gain any positive yards. Does a nice job to gain to the outside, and then as we're going to see, uses his speed to cut up field to put the Cardinals in great field position. Now look, he's going to run to the outside. Nice block there.
Some room inside
by Carter Geyer. Sprung up to the outside, and great field position for Coon Rapids on their first offensive drive of the evening.
Cardinals will start from the Chaska 28. Out of the shotgun is Tyler George. Salazar in the backfield with him. Quick throw left side is complete to Jones. Still on his feet as he cuts back to the middle and dives ahead to the 15-yard line. A gain of 13 and a 1st down for the Cardinals.
Well, I love that quick slant pass, a quick little pass to him. I love the fact that it opens up, it's going to open up the defense to cheat in a little bit. Dominic Jones did a nice job.
The look at the Cardinals' offensive line. Jones, Green, Nielsen, Soto, Taylor, and Alexander. Nawachi, Brown, the receivers. Tyler George, obviously the quarterback on 1st and 10. The handoff on the counter goes to Nate Breams off the right side, and he'll pick up about 3. Look at the Hawks on defense. Otter, Thies, Matthias, and Sampson are the linebackers. Secondary, Atkinson, Ruska, Heileman, and Langford. 2nd and 6 from the 11. Cardinals with 2 receivers. Right, George on the quarterback keeper. Pulled it down right away, trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be stopped after a very minimal gain.
Evan Oder, nice job by Evan Oder to come in and follow the ball to the outside. Make the tackle on Tyler George before he could advance it any further upfield.
Wanted the
Watch
middle,
81.
but it was blown up nicely by Mike Donovan coming up the middle. That's where the Cardinal quarterback wanted to run, was up the middle. And instead, he'll lose a yard. 3rd and 7 from the 12. Taylor in the backfield now, bringing a little more size. Rolling right is George. Avoids an arm, throws incomplete.
It's a hold
and it's going to be a hold, and it's going to be time to march him back, or do you make it 4th and 6? This is a tough decision right here because it's clearly 4-down territory.
Well, yeah, you know, exactly.
If you can back him up to 3rd and 16. And of course, we're on the visiting sideline. They are going to decline it.
You can see there's the hold.
Yeah, hard to miss that one. So 4th and 7 from the 12.
And George took a little shot at the end of that too. He came down hard. Looked like he was walking a little bit gingerly away from that. Try a field goal? No? Yeah?
I believe
Try
so.
it, yep.
Van Holzen is out to hold. Alex Findlay will attempt this one. It will be a 29-yard field goal.
Cardinals need to get another player in there.
It's nice to have 11.
It has always worked well that way, the delay of the game.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout.
To avoid the delay of game.
Yeah. Well, you know, is the coaching staff a little disappointed they couldn't put any points on the board? I think so. But
they haven't. They're not done yet.
Well,
they
so
could
far.
put
Okay,
points on the board.
Maybe I should restate that. Are they disappointed they didn't put the ball in the end zone because they had that momentum going? And it's not, you know, we haven't seen a lot of field goals at Coon Rapids, so it'll be interesting in this situation. Not as interesting as sports night. Hope everyone caught our preview the other night.
You got another week to enjoy it. We'll let it breathe for a while and be back with a new show on September the 11th.
That's right. Constantly playing on loop in my house.
Yeah.
The 11th, I think the 12th. That's the Tuesday. I believe. No, Monday.
Mondays during the fall.
That's true.
How long you been doing this? All right, now we're going to try this 29-yard field goal. Findlay awaits the snap, the hold, the kick is not good. I'm not sure if Evan got it, but he was through the line to be certain.
Take another look at it. Snap was good. It was down. It just, he didn't get anything on that, and any elevation on that. A good job blocking that kick, but not a lot of elevation. And the Cardinals will come away empty.
Well, and it's definitely a win for Chaska on defense. They had a very short field to work with, gave up a big play on the first play, but then were able to hold strong and force them off the field without giving anything up. And now right back on offense. Suba alone in the backfield, will roll to his left, wants to cut back up the middle, finds some room, and he's trying to get to the sidelines, and he's tackled as he crosses the 40, out close to the 43-yard line, and that could have been a touchdown-saving tackle by Kenneth Nowacki.
Well, it was a flag on the play. We'll see what's called. You know, they did a nice job offensively. They did on the line. Did they do too nice a job? No, I guess not.
Sideline warning.
Ah, okay.
So the play will stand, and it's out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 30 and a first down.
You see the stats early on for Connor Suba, 3 carries, 32 yards.
He's got 3 receivers on his right side, 2 more on the left, man in motion. Fake the give, Suba will keep it good. Push on the right side of the line. He was almost 5 yards downfield before he felt pressure. He's out to the 48, a gain of 6.
Oh, that right side of the line for the Hawks, Ethan Jackman is the right tackle at 6'4", 280. Micah Roan as the right guard, 6'4", 240. So a little bit of bulk on that right side. Did a nice job of pushing the front of the defense away, allowed to get that positive gain.
2nd and 4 from the 48. High snap, Suba takes it down, throws on the run, passes low, but scooped up with a fingertip catch by Zach Odell. And he's out with the first down into Cardinal territory at the 47.
That time Carter Geyer on the coverage for Coon Rapids, forcing him out of bounds, not before they picking up that first down. Quick little throw from Suba. Nice job picking that pass up, picking that pass low off the turf, in front of the turf anyway.
Hawks on the move, a couple of first downs on this drive and into Cardinal territory. Suba again alone in the backfield, wants to run it right away, this time off the left side, and he's inside the 45 to the 44. A gain of about 3.
Jordan Brown and Frendarius Willis on the tackle. Frendarius Willis is the nose guard. He's a big presence inside for Coon Rapids, number 50. He's a big young man, and he made sure that you see him line up there, right in the middle. I don't think I'd want to go across from him.
Subel will stay in the shotgun. Bring the man in motion, a little option. The pitch goes to Odell, and Odell cuts back for a short gain to the 42. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, nice job that time by the defense. Tried to cut upfield. Good job by the guys in white covering up.
3rd and 5 from the Cardinal 43. Or call it 3rd and 6. Big play for the Coon Rapids defense. And another keeper from the quarterback, and another 1st down for the Chaska Hawks.
It's going to be close. So, yeah, just got it. Suba did a nice job of cutting up the middle, getting that 1st down.
Well, he's not a very big, he's not the big, tall, prototypical quarterback. So as soon as the linemen step up, real easy for the linebackers to lose sight of where he is. He's quick, he's elusive, obviously can find holes, and he dives forward for another 1st down, the 3rd of the drive for Chaska. Needed 5, got 5. And now Chaska will take a timeout. Each team in early timeout. They never like to do that, but not terribly surprising in game 1 of the year.
We'd like to thank the officials for working tonight's game. Jason Bird is the referee. Pat Carey, the umpire. Jason Ladd, the line judge. Tim Corba, the back judge. And Phil Manning, the headline judge.
So Chaska with a timeout after getting the 1st down to the Cardinal 37.
There's head coach Brian Dahl, his 4th season.
10 on the 37.
We spoke today for a little while. Very, very excited to get the start of this season. Very excited about his team.
Handoff and stopped behind the line of scrimmage is Marcus Holasek, and it'll be 4th down.
Caleb Ness with the tackle for Coon Rapids. He and Frendarius Willis in on the play.
Sorry, that was 1st down. Got excited. I forgot they already got the 1st down. No gain.
It's our first game, too.
Yeah, there we go. Absolutely the truth right there. We'll figure it out by week 10.
By basketball season.
Maybe. And then we'll have to figure it out again all over. Straight drop, quick screen set up, and it's hauled in with one hand by Holasek. And he's a big back. He's going to be right near that 1st down line. Had some blockers out in front of him. Well designed and well executed.
Yeah, and it was a nice play by Suba to wait for him to get open a little bit. Austin Alexander was right in on him.
Who in an early injury, you'll never want to see that. Ethan Jackman, one of those big offensive linemen on the right side you had just mentioned, is down and in some pain on the field.
So you're going to see the nice job getting away. Yeah, we talked about him, 6'4", 280. He's a big presence for Chaska on the right side of that offensive line. Already 6 tackles for Caleb Ness on the evening. He's we have 4:28 left in the first quarter.
Oh, they are marching off an additional penalty against the Cardinals.
Oh, that's not good.
You saw as Jackman kind of got somewhat pushed into his legs and rolled awkwardly over.
We hope he's okay. But yeah, that didn't look good. See what kind of weight he can put on it. They're going to get him up off the turf.
So they tagged on a roughing the passer call. And so Chaska was probably going to be 1st and 10 right at the 27, but they'll get half the distance on the roughing the passer, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 13.
He's going to have to be helped off the field. Can't put any weight on that leg. That's not good at all. No, tough break.
Well, hope it's not a break.
Well, no, but tough break for them.
So a little less than 4.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Chaska on the move, and then aided by the penalty. They do lose one of their starting linemen, but here they are 1st and 10 from the 13. Suba rolling left, throws. Bobbled and caught before running out of bounds by Zach Odell.
I think they'll give him about 3 yards on the play. Put the ball to 10.
So 2nd and 7, a little short passing game can be deadly, especially when you've got good, quick athletes. Spread the ball around. Suba will hand it off to Odell this time, and he is spun around as he was hit hard down low by Dion McMahon.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle. So Micah Rowan moved from right guard to right tackle. So they're going to move him to the outside. Looks like Michael Toney's will take his spot at right guard.
Third down from the 7. They need to get to the 3. Straight drop, Suba pressured, rolls to his right, looking for a throw, makes it, it's incomplete. He had it, and then it was knocked away by Nawahi.
Well, it was a nice throw.
It was a big play on defense.
Yeah, it was because it was a nice throw, and if he had been able to hold on to that, obviously it would have been a touchdown, but Milwaukee kind of made up for that and got a shot in there and forced it to fall to the turf. You can see right there, got a hand on the ball, good smart defensive play. Now it's 4th and
Justin Bach thought he was going to have it, looking for the pylon and punched out of his hands.
There's a flag as well. I think this one's going against Chaska. Yep.
So they will push him back rather than give him 4th and 3. So now it'll be 3rd and long from back at the 22. They need the 3 for the first down, or of course the score. Quarterback draw, big gaping hole on the left side, and it's exploited. He'll come up short of the first down, but down near the 5. Oh, they're going to say he's down as far out as the 8.
So it'll be 4.
So it'll be right about where it was.
Yeah.
After the incomplete pass.
And Coach Weber didn't like that play as he turned around, looked at his guys, and kind of shrugged. Didn't like that play at all. They're going to kick a field goal here? I believe they are. So we'll see if they can convert on their field goal attempt.
Micah Roan will have the responsibility. This one from 25. The kick is up. It's long enough. It is through, and Chaska leads.
That was a flag.
hold the points.
I think it's, the way it looks to me, it looks like I think it's against the Cardinals.
It'd be very tough to give up an automatic first down at this point.
It would be.
Personal foul on the offense.
Oh.
It was after the play was dead. It will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, that's good.
So the field goal is good. It is 3-0, but you can't have frustration penalties, especially early in a game like this when you just held for a field goal.
Right. So we'll see what kind of field position.
But a long
Coon Rapids will
drive
get.
for Chaska, and they're only able to come away with 3 points for it. A minor victory for the Cardinal defense as they were able to strengthen up as they get down into the red zone.
Hey, Coach Edwards talking to Willis. A little instruction what he wants him to do in the middle of that defense.
85 yards. What's the length on the field goal? Okay. 25 yards. Who kicked it?
Rowan to kick it away now, and the Cardinals an opportunity to respond. Their first offensive, they go for the onside, and did they catch the Cardinals napping? Yes, they did. Catching it on the run was Levi Heilman, and he's going to set the Hawks up deep in Cardinal territory again.
Boy, that's a huge play for Chaska. As you mentioned, caught the Cardinals napping a little bit. They have to be concerned anytime, especially on a kick in that part of the field. And a good job on the onside kick. Good job by Chaska. Make sure they got possession of that football, and they're going to start here down in the Cardinals territory with a pretty nice opportunity to put additional points on the board. 13 plays, took 5:41 off the clock. As you mentioned, a long drive, 85 yards for Chaska, 25-yard Rowan field goal to start the scoring here. You can't advance.
No.
Yeah.
27-yard line is where they ruled.
Yep.
Heilman first took possession of the football. That's where they will start. And after fizzling inside the red zone, the Chaska offense right back on the field. Play action. Suba rolls out, throws over the middle. The pass is caught. A great leaping grab by Justin Bach, going up between a couple of Cardinal defenders and coming down with it inside the 5.
Yeah, a couple of Hawk receivers down there, but yeah, Bach at 6 feet went up high for that. He's going to pull it down. Good job, as you mentioned, right in between two Cardinal defenders.
It was a risky place to throw the football.
No question.
But it works out. Ball placed at the 4, a gain of 23, and the Hawks are knocking again. And that's going to be delay a game.
Well, I think you get a chance to help the defense in that situation.
So instead of first and goal from the 4, they'll have first and goal from the 9.
You know, Coach Dahl told me that disciplined football is really important here tonight. They have to be disciplined on both sides of the ball, and so far they have.
Okay, first and goal from the 9. Suba out of the shotgun. Quick throw right side is complete to Bach. He will stretch and he will score. And the Hawks are up by 9.
Again, the Cardinals a little slow to react to the ball there. A nice, just quick little throw from the backfield to the back, able to get the score. And the onside kick has paid off for Chaska.
Yeah, well, when you get first of all, you're a little disappointed you had that long drive and you had to settle for 3.
Yep.
But then you get the undisciplined penalty that gives you the field position for the kick that
Right.
even if you don't come up with the onside, you're not giving up great field position either. We had encroachment on the defense, so they will try the extra point again.
Offsides against the Cardinals. Retry the kick.
But yeah, it was a relatively safe gamble for the Chaska coaching staff, and it paid off big. And now they're trying to make it a 10-point lead. The kick by Roan is up and good, and it is 10-0 in favor of Chaska.
Let's take another look at the score here. It's just a nice job just stretching out by Justin Bach. We saw him come down with that catch towards the goal line earlier. And then able to take it into the end zone for the score, expanding their lead to 10 and putting a little more pressure on Coon Rapids. Now just their second opportunity with the ball here.
Well, I'm putting 2 scores on the board in under a minute.
Yep. Didn't take them long. 46 seconds to go 2 plays and 27 yards.
I should point out that was Colden Dodds who kicked the onside kick. He's going to line up right up by the ball along with Justin Bach on the other side.
A little trickery.
Well, now you know they can do some trickier things with the athletes they have in the middle of the field. Can't just concentrate on the long boot. Again, they're going to go onside, and this time handled and covered right at midfield.
See, now,
Safely done by Andrew Waskowski.
I don't particularly. They just fooled them to kick off before. I don't like that
Yeah,
call.
give them
the
a long
Cardinals
field.
Really good field position. It's good for the Cardinals certainly, but I don't like the call by Chaska to do it
Well,
again.
it does show your defense you have faith. You gave up a real short field. They got you off with no damage done, but Cardinals will start from the 49. Handoff comes back to the near side for Dominic Jones. He's able to get around the corner and is pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, a gain of about 6.
Well, he hesitated a little bit looking for that opportunity. You're going to see him try to get to the outside. He's going to hesitate, maybe look to see if he wants to go inside there, and then he's just going to go to the outside and be forced out of bounds.
Second and 4 from the 43. George out of the shotgun. He's got Salazar in the backfield with him. Fakes the give to Nwachi in motion. He's looking long. Throws downfield. Pass is complete. Down at the 5-yard line is Caleb Neff.
But I'll tell you what coverage by the offensive line. Great job blocking. What great protection. Allowed Tyler George to set up and throw that pass. A pretty one at that. Had to adjust a little bit to Ness, but look at the time. Gonna have to, beautiful ball. Good job. Nice play by Coon Rapids. They need that spark back after giving up 10 points.
And now a little more than a minute remaining here in this opening quarter. They would love to respond before that initial break. They are set up first and goal from the 5. And a Coon Rapids timeout. Their second here in the first quarter.
Coach Edwards, I think, saw something that he didn't like. You know, this is again, this is a learning experience for these young men. It's a new system again from last year. They had a scrimmage on Saturday against a couple other teams. We were told, we weren't there obviously, but we were told that they looked good. Talked to JT Taylor last night a little bit, and you know, he talked about the fact that they feel they have a little more depth at the skilled positions than they did a year ago.
More weapons is always good.
Yes.
They're going to bring in the jumbo backfield, so to speak, bringing Miles Taylor in, at least putting 2 backs in the backfield. Miles will get the carry, and he will get the touchdown.
No.
Cardinals are,
they're going to mark it down at the 1.
before he stretched.
Yeah.
At the half-yard line.
Yep. We'll take another look at it as Miles is going to get that opportunity. His knee was on the ground before the ball came out.
Well, his ball came out with contact from the ground. Keeper, touchdown, Tyler George.
Well, the Cardinals did what they needed to do. They answered that score for Chaska, and they did it with a nice long pass from Tyler George to Caleb Ness. A couple of running plays. George punches it in. And the Cardinals are on the board.
Yeah, he gave him a short field. They score 4 plays later. And they will try and add the extra point here.
Good job. Good surge by the offensive line to allow George to go easily into the end zone.
Earlier field goal attempt was not successful. The extra point is up and good for Alex Findlay. And the Cardinals have cut the lead to 3.
He drilled that extra point.
He was making no mistake.
He
On that
drilled
short
it.
field goal attempt earlier, he kind of got underneath the ball and completely squibbed it. He made absolutely certain he made good contact this time.
No question about it. Now the key is when the Hawks get the ball back, defense needs to tighten up a little bit. There again, look at the surge up front. Four plays, minute 13. Tyler George caps that off with a 1-yard scamper. Ricky Soto with a nice blocky center for Coon Rapids. Blown up that inside.
First kickoff of the game, pretty good for Tyler George, and it was mishandled by McKay Hardy. I'm sorry. I don't remember if it was Holland or Hardy. It was 17 or 18. Either way, it was mishandled. They ended up deep in their own end. This one taken from the 23 and getting out across the 30. Evan Otter on the return.
Thomas Silla on the tackle for Coon Rapids did a nice job of wrapping up the ankles. 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, 10-7 Chaska lead.
They will start this possession from their own 33-yard line. 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. They have a 10-7 lead. Suba out of the shotgun, has Lilo in the backfield with him this time. He'll run right behind, get a block, throw, pass incomplete, skips off the back shoulder of Justin Bach, who may have heard footsteps.
Well, that was Frendarius Willis after him, and those are some heavy footsteps.
Ball thrown behind him a little bit, and had to slow down and then reach out toward the footsteps. So 2nd and 10. Suba fakes the give, keeps it, makes one man miss, then hit hard as he crosses the 35 to the 36, a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7.
That was Miles Taylor with a nice hit from his linebacker position. Able to keep him with a short gain to make it 3rd and long.
But that'll do it for the first quarter. Chaska facing a 3rd and long when we return. They lead the Cardinals 10-7 at the end of the first quarter. You're watching the 2017 Prep Football Opener live on CTN.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Eric.
Beautiful evening to play football, the season opener here at Chaska High School. The home team Hawks on top 10-7. The Coon Rapids Cardinals scored last and are trying to get that ball right back. They've forced the Hawks to a 3rd and 7 from their own 36-yard line to start this second quarter.
Well, Joe, this is a big 3rd down for the defense for Coon Rapids. They definitely need to come up with and want to come up with a stop here. We saw that long drive earlier. Chaska 1 for 3 on 3rd down, but we saw that a sustained drive, 85 yards earlier. They'd like to stop up here and get the ball back to their offense.
Suba out of the shotgun, rolling to his right, throws on the run. The pass is caught, 1st down, and out of bounds at the 47 is McKay Hardy.
Well, they sent a receiver deep, and Hardy went underneath on that play and cleared out a space for himself. And see the throw to the outside defender a little late coming over. That was Silla. Keeps this drive alive.
1st down at the 46 now for the Hawks. Lillo stays in the backfield along with Suba. Motion moving to the left. Handoff goes to Lillo, and he gets a yard over the middle, but Cardinals collapse pretty quickly.
Oh, Ness and Alexander in on the tackle again. Caleb Ness, a tackling machine here so far this evening. He's in on every play.
No gain
Watch
for
number,
Lilo.
watch number 2 and number 99 there, respectively, for Coon Rapids. Stop that opportunity.
Well, Alexander had him wrapped up. I think Ness just finished the job, but
Kind of like you and me.
2nd and 10. Looks left, throws back to the right. Pass complete in the backfield. Trying to get through the middle and getting across midfield is Nolan Hansen. And it'll be another big 3rd down for the Chaska offense. Ball right at midfield, so it'll be 3rd and about 6.
Another big 3rd down situation for the defense here.
Suba running right, wants to throw, looking downfield, now tucks and runs. And a flag coming in late behind the play.
That's coming back, I think.
And he had the 1st down. Very close to the 40-yard line along the far sideline, but I think the flag is going to bring him back.
Yeah, I think it's a hold, I believe.
It was well behind the play when that flag came out.
Maybe not. Oh, yeah, it is. They're pointing that way.
It's hard to tell when they're backs to us. Cardinals with a personal foul after the dead ball.
Yeah, it's not good. Those are things you can't do.
Well, that's a couple of those undisciplined penalties that the Cardinals have been
There's a
guilty
hit
of.
out of bounds. I think they called that on Ness. There's see the flag come in afterwards.
So the Chaska fans chanting, you can't do that, until they saw that they were first marking off 10 yards against the Hawks and now 15 against the Cardinals. And I think we go back to third down, and out of it they gain about 3 yards.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the Cardinal 47. How's that after all
There you
those
go.
flags?
Nice Minneapolis math, Joe, too.
Thanks.
You show your skill. Mad skill. Jeff DeJoy would be proud.
Suba changing up the play as he sees blitz coming across the middle. Steps up, talks it out, and now he'll hand off to Lilo, and Lilo is going nowhere. Moves right down the line and stopped for no gain.
Yeah, again, nice job defensively by the Cardinals. We'll
Now,
see.
is this 4-down territory
now it's
this
not.
early in a game when you're leading?
Now it's not.
Does not look like Chaska feels that it is. Jeff DeJoy approves.
He does
of
it.
my
Well,
math
you know, he's
skills.
everywhere.
So Rowan out to punt it away for the first time. First punt. No, it's not the first punt. They punted out of the
Yeah,
end zone
they
on their
did.
first possession. Rowan standing at his own 41, and delay of game is going to back him up. That's the second delay of game
Yep.
penalty against the Hawks. So that'll back him up.
Yeah, this is a whole new perspective for us. We're sitting right next to the Coon Rapids. One side the Coon Rapids students, the other side the Coon Rapids parents. It's interesting.
High snap over the head of Keene. He goes back to chase it, picks it up on a hop, rolls around at the 22. That's where he's tackled, and that's where the Cardinals will take over.
And that's what you get, that good pursuit by Coon Rapids, that athletic ability, the speed that the Cardinals possess. Nowhere for him to go.
Well, and does that happen if they hadn't just had the
Maybe not.
delay of game? Who knows? But yeah, nothing that Roan can do back there. Just running find as much room as he can.
Dion McMahon, nice play for Coon Rapids to get him down. And Cardinals, great field position to see if they can continue to keep this offense rolling, maybe take the lead here.
High snap, knocked down by George, able to recover it and dive down. He'll lose a couple, but he keeps possession of the ball.
He's going to lose a couple yards. And snap just a little bit high, able to stop the ball, and fortunately for Coon Rapids, Tyler George is able to grab it.
So it'll be second and about 12 now from the 23. Quick throw left side, scooped up low by Nawachi, and he's able to cut back toward the middle and get up to the 15-yard line. Gain of about 8.
Now it gives them a manageable opportunity here on third down to pick up that first. Milwaukee does a nice job of scooping in that ball, bringing in the ball, and able to turn upfield for that positive gain.
3rd and 5 from the 16. George will come up under center on third down. Pitch. And Brown has nowhere to go. The Hawks not fooled at all. Had the edge guarded on their right side of the defense, and he's going to lose a couple.
Tackled by number 28, Mr. Langford.
Langford in on the tackle, but again, good pursuit to the ball by Chaska.
That brings fourth down.
So 4th and 6 from the 17. Cardinals not going to attempt the 34-yard field goal. Instead, we'll see if they can't keep this drive alive. George, straight drop, has time, throws right side, and incomplete. Ness wants a flag, won't get it. He was well covered on the play. And the Cardinals will turban it over on down.
I thought George maybe floated that pass a little bit, allowing the defender to catch up to it. He had some opportunity, but just floated it. And the Cardinals are going to come away empty.
From the 17-yard line.
.736 remaining in the first half. Chaska a 10-7 lead. They will take over from their own 17-yard line. Suba keeps it, cuts back up, ball popped loose. Looks like, no, ball still loose. Still going. Finally, someone gains control.
We'll see who comes up with it.
I was going to say
I
Chaska
think
falls
Chaska
back
has
on
it.
it.
They
They do. But they're going to lose some. Wow, Suba got popped.
He did get popped.
And that ball went shooting out.
That's dangerous in that situation, that ball bouncing around down in
There you
your
see
end.
it, Miles Taylor on the initial hit. Oh, the Cardinals nearly covered it
They did.
initially.
2nd and 16.
You're going to lose 6 yards on the play.
From the Chaska 12-yard line.
From the 11, Suba looks quickly to his right, throws, passes complete. Spun around and down just across the 15 is Justin Bach.
Oh, it's going to be 3rd and long. You're going to see it there. A quick little throw to the outside by Suba to Bach. Nice job by the Cardinals this time, covering to the outside, getting over to the ball quickly and allowing just a small gain. So we're looking at about 3rd and
12.
12. Yeah, 3rd and 12, something like 3rd and 6, 13.
Well, if they started at the 17 and they're
Yeah.
at the 15,
Yeah, well, they had
that would be 12.
that would be
They're
12.
wrong.
No, they're right. They
Suba
corrected.
rolls to his left, throws on the run, pass is caught, and a first down out across the 30-yard line for Zach Odell.
Yeah, tough to give up a play like that on 3rd and 12. Again, they just floated him out across the middle, and a nice throw by Suba, nice little soft touch. Silla with the tackle, but not before Chaska picks up that first down.
New set of downs from the 30. Odell, the man in motion. The fake the give. On the keeper is Suba. The stop by Miles Taylor after a gain of about 2.
Super runs for 2 yards.
And Miles Taylor made that tackle with an exclamation point. You're going to see it again here as he's going to still. He's going to come up here and watch him throw him to the ground.
It's a bigger kid.
Yeah, he's a big young man.
Yes, he is. 2nd and 8. Otto, the man in motion. Handoff goes to Lilo, and Lilo stopped in the backfield. Good second effort. May have got him a short gain, but Cardinals. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Holisek. But good second effort. Got him a little bit of a gain, a yard, but it'll be 3rd and 7. Another big 3rd down. Rolling to his left is Suba. Tucks it, and he's going to be out of bounds well short of a first down. They're going to mark him right about the 35-yard line.
That time, good coverage downfield and good pursuit to the football. Just a couple of yards here on that. And it's going to be 4th and long. A good job of the defense holding here.
It's 4th and 6 from the Hawks 34-yard line.
Champlin hoping to avoid what happened last time. They sent the punt unit out. Chaska, that is.
Oh,
Another one up over his head. Doesn't matter who gets it, the Cardinals will recover and they will take over inside the 15. That's 2 snaps in a row that have gone south for the Chaska Hawks.
That's a portion of special teams Coach Dahl is going to be working on in practice. Because 2 in this part of the field, so you're going to see way over the head.
Well, and they were fortunate not to give up points the last time. And now the field even shorter as Coon Rapids takes over at the 14. Handoff to Jalen Salazar, and he is stopped for no gain.
Yeah, that play was destined to go nowhere from the get-go. Good job up front by Chaska's defense, just stuffing that middle for the Cardinals. Jake Van Hultzen in the lineup now. And we talked about it. We may see both quarterbacks here tonight. And first opportunity to see Van Hultzen.
2nd and 10 from the 14. This time Taylor on the carry. He's trying to get around the left edge. Good stiff arm. Dives forward to the 9. Gain of about 5.
"17 carries, 79 yards. Pretty good yards per carry average at 4.65 for Miles Taylor. And tried to
Still
turn it
just
upfield.
a sophomore.
Great stiff arm. I just
a
love the
sophomore.
hustle. It'll be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 from the Chaska 10.
One receiver split out wide right. Handoff goes to Taylor off the right side. And he is down just shy of the 5-yard line. It'll be 4th and a couple.
We'll see if they try and push it up the middle yet again. So you see the time remaining in the first half, 3 minutes. Cardinals looking to add to their point total here.
Well, they got the really short field after a bad snap, turned it over on downs. An even shorter field after another bad snap. And here they are facing 4th and 2. Van Hulsen under center. Blitz coming up the middle. Handoff goes to Taylor left side, and
I think he has it.
it's going to be very close depending on.
They gave it to him.
Say first down. And it will be 1st and goal for Coon Rapids.
Well, that's what the Cardinals need to do. They need to capitalize on these miscues by Chaska. And this is they're knocking at the door right here. This is a great opportunity for them to take the lead as we're winding down in the first half.
And that one, Van Hulsen swallowed up, pushed back, and body slam back across the 10. And that one just didn't work from the start.
You see, good job defensively. Nowhere to go for Salazar.
A loss of 7.
That's tough in this part of the field. They call it 3rd timeout. Yeah, you could see Coach Edwards was not pleased with what he saw out there. He looked at the official quickly calling this timeout. And this is an important drive for Coon Rapids with 1:41 remaining in the opening half.
But now, of course, no timeouts for the remainder of the game. Certainly not the position in that sense that he wanted to be in heading into the first half.
Not at all. Not at all. There you see head coach Brian Dahl. We talked about in the opening, he's lost a lot of senior leadership from a year ago. In fact, he doesn't have a ton of players that have varsity experience.
So here we are, 2nd and goal from the 10. 2 receivers split wide right for Van Holzen under center. Rolls out, throws, too much under it. He wanted Nawachi, but it's incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
And Nielsen's pass incomplete, intended for Milwaukee. It brings up.
We'll see what the play call is here. Do they try and get it in a couple of shorter plays, or are they going to try and go for the end zone again? I think he just had to get rid of that football and put a lot of air underneath it. There's his numbers, Jake Van Holzen last season.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd and goal.
This
is going to be a false start. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 15.
Going the wrong way, Joe Young.
Well, now they have.
This is a tough situation.
They have now
here.
lost yards on this drive.
Yeah.
They took over at the 14 after the bad snap, and now have 3rd and goal from the 15. Handoff goes to Nawachi on the sweep, and it's well covered, and he's down at the line of scrimmage, 4th and goal.
Clay Atkinson on the tackle, doing a nice job making sure he wasn't going to gain any positive yards. Now an opportunity for a field goal here, see if they can tie it up. And Joe, disappointing for Coon Rapids coming away without the touchdown. Certainly this is no gimme at this point.
32-yard attempt for the kick. It is
Nice
up, it
kick.
is good, and we are tied. Alex Findlay putting it through and evening the score.
Oh, they had to come away with some points. So able to get the field goal to tie it up. We're under a minute remaining. Chaska will get the ball to start the second half.
No. The Cardinals will get the ball to start the second half. They kicked it away. It was
You're
bobbled.
right. My bad.
They had a really
My
short
bad. Thank
field,
you.
went 3 and out. Punt was returned well.
I didn't take my ginkgo today. That's probably why. I forgot.
Well, before you start thinking about the second half kickoff, you've got to get to the break.
Absolutely.
A lot can happen in 52 and a half seconds. Certainly some bumps in the road for both teams in the opening half of the season, but
You know, it's the first game. You know, you clean some of these mistakes up, and you learn from them. But the fact that it's tied 10-10, both coaches have to be pleased. 8 plays, 3:47 off the clock. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the touchdown, but they got the field goal to tie it up.
they get 14 yards.
No, they lost 2 yards.
8 plays, 0
0
yards.
yard.
Negative 2 yards. High short kick will be taken from the 22. And out across the 30 is Otter, and Chaska will have one more chance with 46 seconds remaining. It's a luau in the visiting
Yeah,
section.
and the Cardinal Nation's having Having a good time. It's Hawaiian night. Just 46 seconds remaining here.
And I think you see Chaska come out, be aggressive, and try something that would put him in position to add points before the half. Handoff goes right side to Otto, and Cardinals stayed with it and stop him after a short gain.
Caleb Ness again on the tackle for Coon Rapids.
1 yard gain. Suba hands off up the middle. Gain of about 8 for Lilo, but that'll do it for the first half. We will go to the locker room with the score all tied up. The Hawks scored the first 10, the Cardinals the last 10, and it's all even at 10 apiece as we hit the break. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. Proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Chaska High School. This motley crew not allowed in that press box, so we're hanging out in the stands, and it's been an interesting one. Cardinals, the Hawks bobbled the opening kickoff. Good return to set them up with a short field, but that's not how they drew the first field goal attempt of the year.
No.
Up as it slipped off the tee before Finley was able to get to it. Then a field goal on the other side, followed by a well-executed onside kick.
Definitely.
And then Chaska able to get into the end zone. At that point, they had a 10-0 lead, but the Cardinals were able to respond. They've had a short field much of the night, which has definitely helped. Tyler George getting the first points of the season for the Cardinals on the 1 yard quarterback keeper. And then in the final minute, a 32-yard field goal for Alex Findlay tied the score. That's where we stand at 10 apiece.
Stats relatively even. 74 total yards for Coon Rapids, 94 for the Hawks of Chaska. And you look at first down, 7-3 in favor of the Hawks, and that's effective. But look at the penalties.
That's not the kind of numbers either coach wanted, I can guarantee that. A lot of meaningful words being exchanged behind doors as both teams hope to be a little cleaner in half number 2. It is the start of the season. No one is forgetting that, and some bumps are to be expected. But we've got another half of football to play, and we'll kick it off when we return on CTN.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Root jobs are almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Back at Chaska High School, just about ready to get the second half underway. An even ball game, 10-10, as we start the second half. And yeah, a lot of things that I'm sure both coaches want to see improve here in the second half. And
No question.
most importantly, both teams know they've got 24 minutes to try and make sure they have the bigger number on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, you expect some of that sloppy play, I think, in the first game of the season. You had scrimmages up until now, but it's different once it's live and the standing starts. So I think both coaches obviously probably make some adjustments at halftime. It'll be interesting with the Cardinals getting the ball to see what they do offensively, if they continue to go to that same game plan or if they change it up a little bit. We saw Tyler George start the game at quarterback for Coon Rapids and Jake Van Hultzen come in a little later in the game. We'll see how that plays out here on the first offensive plays for Coon Rapids.
Well, they hope they will be on offense.
Got to watch that onside.
They have done 2 onside kick attempts. One was successful. I noticed none of the quick little guys they had running in front of the kicker to angle those are inside. Now those 2 are the gunners on the outside. And Rowan will boot it away. A good boot, carrying Milwaukee back to the 5. Bobbled it, able to scoop it back up. Looking for room in the middle, won't find much. Shakes the tackle and back upfield across the 15. Stretches maybe as far as the 17. And that's where Coon Rapids will take over.
Oh, able to fight for a few more yards. You're going to see it. And a nice boot. Milwaukee's going to just fumble the football just a bit, but able to pick it back up and, you know, watch the second effort just to pick up a few additional yards as he gets away from an attempted tackle. And we will see Tyler George back at quarterback for Coon Rapids.
By far, the Cardinals' worst starting field position of the contest so far. First time they have had to start a possession on their half of the field. George, quick handoff, and Salazar wrapped up and dumped for a loss. He had no time to get going.
Just a really good defensive play there. You know, I don't know if there was a missed assignment there, but coming from the outside, that was Micah Ronan. Here you see the numbers on Tyler George, 3 of 5 for 59 yards on the evening.
The one nice long reception to Caleb Ness in the second quarter. Set up the Cardinals' first touchdown. I suppose that was still in the first quarter. George throws, pass complete on the left side. Carter Geyer has very close to a first down.
Could be about 2 yards short, picked up 10 on the play.
It's a 10-yard completion that brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, far more manageable.
Yes, it is, no question.
Salazar, the deep back. George will go under center on 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Brown. Handoff goes to Salazar. Nice hole for him. He's got the first down out across the 35 to the 36. And that's the kind of hole they need to get Jordan Salazar going.
Yeah, the left side of that line did a really nice job at the point of attack, opening up that hole, and Salazar able to climb up in it. But you look at the big guys up front, just leading the way for Coon Rapids. A nice run by Salazar.
Jalen Salazar will stay in the backfield as George drops back into the shotgun. Handoff goes to Salazar again, hit in the backfield, able to escape, find a little bit of room on the left side, squares his shoulders across the 40 and pushes forward to the 42. Gain of about 7.
Good hard run by Jalen Salazar. And again, look at the point of attack. Gets a little bit of a hole. Nice block there. He's able to spring himself around the corner. Then the cutback inside. Keeping those feet moving, fighting for some additional yards. And second and a short situation now for the Cardinals.
We did not see a lot of Salazar running the ball at all in the first half. And the Cardinals really unable to get much running game going in the first half with anybody. This time they Run across formation with Dominic Jones. He's got enough for the first down out across the 45.
Well, again, you
Gain
get
of 4.
a little flow up front with your offensive line, and you're able to give your running back some time to find a hole. Got to get this. They're gonna have to call timeout. Got to get this
They
play
don't
off.
have any timeouts.
Yeah, they do. It's
Oh,
the second
3.
half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now they only have 2. Yeah, again, I mean that's.
How does this game?
Yeah,
how do you
well,
play this
you
game?
know, you can kick it eventually, but you can't kick it downfield as a for a reception as a pass to gain yards.
You can't do
You
that.
can't do that. So go long.
That's right. You get new timeouts in the second half.
They do. They're generous that way. But, I'm sure Mal Edwards doesn't want to call timeout this early. But, you're running out of time. You look at the play clock. It was running down, and he had to call the timeout to avoid the delay. Well, that's how you can see us on CTN Online, YouTube, youtube.com/CTN Studios. Anytime you can't make it here, well, not necessarily here, but you can't make it to the ballpark, you can watch it live and listen to Joe Yend all night long.
No one wants that.
Oh, yeah. If you can't fall asleep, it's the best thing.
First and 10 from the Cardinals for their own 46. George rolls to his left, throwing long. Going down the sideline, incomplete. Intended for Carter Geyer in one-on-one coverage.
Well, I like the thought on first down, take a shot. Good coverage, though, on Geyer.
Peyton Ruska-Belcourt with him stride for stride.
Yeah, absolutely. Did a nice job, turned to the ball, made sure he didn't get any interference.
So now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Fake the give, the pitch goes to Brown. He's got a nice block up front. He's got a first down and more as he cuts back inside the 35 and eventually wrestled out close to the 32-yard line.
Well, just a smart play because he was at the sideline, realized he had a little bit more room to run. He was able to pick up some additional yards, just heads-up play. You can see it again. Fake to Salazar on the pitch to the outside. And watch him turn it upfield a little bit.
But that was the key, was the block by Carter Geyer downfield.
On the edge, yep.
It allowed him to get the corner and get upfield. And then, you mentioned the stop, cut back, and gain a couple more yards. And now the Cardinals on the move at the 32. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Salazar. Finding a hole on the left side, keeps his feet moving, gets some help from one of his friends, or maybe more. Quincy Taylor pretty much picked him up and started moving forward.
Those Taylor boys they're big young men,
and smart football players.
Really smart. Well, their father's a great coach, and they get all that instruction at home as well as on the field. But a nice block there, and good hustle by Salazar to keep his feet moving.
8 yards on the gain, brings up 2nd and 2. Salazar will get a breather as Miles Taylor comes into the ball game. He'll be lined up in the backfield along with Nate Breams. Handoff goes to Taylor right up the middle. He's got the first down as he bulls his way down close to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, he's so determined. He's not going to go down on first contact.
Needed 2, got 6. Another first down, and the Cardinals keep the chains moving.
Averaging 4 yards a carry. Miles Taylor, 5 for 20. Hope Jeff DeJoy liked my math skills.
Handoff to Salazar, left side, met early. Able to pull a couple of guys with him down to the 16, a gain of 2.
You know, a nice sustained drive here so far for Coon Rapids, taking time off the clock and controlling the offense with their offense right now.
Second and 8, ball on the 16. Handoff, Salazar off right tackle, big hole, cuts back, spins, touchdown, Coon Rapids.
You know, that's such a nice drive, and it really starts up front for Coon Rapids. The big guys up front open the hole. Nice run by Salazar, and he's able, as you mentioned, the nice spin move, able to keep his feet moving, and he finds pay dirt.
Now, I don't know that I could have made it all 16 yards, but even I could have found that hole. A beautiful job of blocking up front, and a little misdirection caught the Hawks gambling a little bit to the left on the initial fake. And Salazar, nice job keeping on his feet, spin into the end zone, and giving Coon Rapids its first lead of the game. Findley's extra point is up and good. It is 17-10 in favor of the Cardinals.
Well, you just have to be impressed with the offense in that drive. Did a really good job of moving downfield. They see it again. Nice blocking up front. Look at Quincy Taylor just go lead the way and make sure he tried to find a purple jersey, but he and his teammates did a really good job of opening up that hole for Jalen Salazar. And he does the rest, takes it in. Cardinals' first lead of the game.
This team trying to break a very, very long dry spell.
Yes, no question.
Stretching all the way back to September 26, 2014. 22 straight contests.
Long time.
And I don't believe there are any seniors on this team that were sophomores playing.
I think you're correct.
Midway through the 2014 season, so I don't believe there's a single player on the Coon Rapids sideline that has won a varsity football game. Short kick taken at the 19. Hackey trying to come all the way back across the field, and he stopped just shy of the 25.
Well, you know, all three phases of the game, it takes a lot of hustle and a lot of effort. And a nice job coverage by the special teams for Coon Rapids. Limit the return. And now this, you'll see what the defense has to offer. A good new spring in their step. They come out with the lead. But again, look at the pursuit to the ball by the Cardinal special teams.
Yeah, Hardy trying to run a long way. He went a long way for I think he ended up with about 7 yards on that return. Hawks will take over from their own 25-yard line. Suba in the pistol has a lot of company in the backfield with him. He wants to run right side, avoids an arm tackle, tripped up as he gets out to about the 28. Short gain.
You know, you talked about him earlier with his stature, and you know he's certainly not the biggest of quarterbacks, but he runs bigger than he looks.
Ball marked at the 29, so a gain of 4. I think this is the first time we've seen 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Both Lilo and Holasek are back there. Quick throw left side, picked up off the turf and incomplete. Nolan Hansen not able to keep it off the turf.
Well, now puts him in a third and relatively long situation. Cardinal defense looking for a big stop here. That's another big play for the Cardinals defense. See if they can go 3 and out. Force Chaska to go 3 and out.
Well, and how confident are you if you're the Chaska coaching staff and sending your punting team out there?
Yeah. Well, you know, you're going to have to do that throughout the year, so you better work on that skill.
Suba running left, Cox cuts back. Wants some additional space, won't find it. He'll be stopped short of the first down. Decision time, Chaska Hawks.
Well, the Hawks have made that decision. They're sending the punt unit out. Well, I believe so, maybe not. But yeah, they're going to punt the ball.
Yeah, 4th and about 3.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't in this situation down in this part of the field, you have to punt the ball away. There's plenty of game left.
Watch the snap.
Yes.
Rowan has had the last two soar over his head and give the Cardinals incredibly short fields. They were only able to capitalize one of those 2 times, but it's the Cardinals. You got to watch the fake as well. Rowan able to get the snap, get away a good punt, high hanging, high punt. The Cardinals will clear out and let Chaska touch this one down, which will be taken care of by Evan Otter right about the 28-yard line of the Cardinals.
Well, you know, Joe, offensively now you just come out and do the same thing that you were doing on that last drive. You just control the line of scrimmage, and you open the holes for your running back, and you mix in an occasional pass, maybe a short little slant or a screen to the outside. But they were successful on that drive. Not only scoring the touchdown, but taking time off the clock.
Well, and I think you certainly have the opportunity. You talk about the short passes, and I think that's going to be a big part of the game plan for Coach Mal Edwards. But you know, Tyler George has shown the ability to air it out, and he has connected at least on one of those long passes. But they've tried to air it out a couple of different times. We'll see what strategy they go with here. Handoff to Salazar, had to stutter in the backfield, avoids one tackle, trying to get around the corner, still looking for room, and finally spun around and down after a very short gain.
Yeah, he ran a long way for maybe a yard.
Alex Kowalczyk with the carry. The tackle was made by number 26, Clay Atkinson. No gain on the play, it's 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to say no gain.
Yeah. Again, trying to reverse the field and get up. Good job there. That was Clay Atkinson, number 26 for Chaska, doing a good job of keeping them to the sideline.
It's going to be a false start. Not the start they wanted for this drive.
Well, you know, and you have the momentum too, and this is, like I said, this is an opportunity to see if you can gain a little more momentum, but they're going the wrong way. 2nd and 15.
It's a 5-yard penalty, replay of the 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15.
Well, they do have 2 in this.
George out of the shotgun again. Rolling to his left, now wants to throw. Pass complete to Brown, has a little bit of space underneath the zone and trying to cut back. He's wrapped up, and the play is stopped right about the 33. It'll bring up 3rd. They're going to make it the 34, so it'll be 3rd and about 4.
Now, I think if he ran to the sideline, he would have had the first down. But, yeah, I think the fact that he hesitated and cut to the inside didn't allow him to get that to the stick. But
big 3rd down here for the Cardinals offense. 3rd and 5. George rolls to his right, pressured, throws, looking downfield, that is incomplete, overthrown, intended for Dominic Jones.
yeah, he took a shot too at the end.
So the two teams will trade 3 and outs here. George will stay on to handle the punt. Nolan Hansen is back to return for Chaska.
Hansen is back to receive the punt.
Hansen will take it from the 36, runs to his right, finds a little bit of room, and now driven out of bounds at about the 46-yard line after a 10-yard return.
A good field position for Chaska to start their 2nd drive of the half.
Lucas Sargent with the tackle. The Hawks take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
Meanwhile, this is one of the better starting field positions for Chaska.
Again, another good situation for the defense to try and stay tight. Force a 3-and-out again.
Handoff goes up the middle to Halasek, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, but able to force his way forward for a gain of about 3.
Marcus Halasek with the carry. Gaining 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7.
See it again. You give up the middle. Alexander Ness on tackle for Coon Rapids.
6'3", 217. He's a big boy
He
coming
is.
across the middle, carrying that rock. Suba, quick look to his left, throws, passes incomplete. Just in and out of the hands of Zach Odell.
Yeah, and he was frustrated with himself. He knew he should have caught that. That would have picked up some positive yards. But now makes it 3rd and long. And again, a situation for the Cardinal defense.
On Chaska lucky that was a forward pass,
Yeah.
or could have created all kinds of trouble. Another big 3rd down. Will we see the defense hold again and force our 3rd straight punt? Suba takes the snap, looks to his right, throws, pass complete, and able to stay on his feet and get the 1st down is McKay Hardy.
Yeah, just a quick little throw, this quick little out.
Suba's pass complete to number 18, McKay Hardy.
Are you there? Right there, and
Let's go for another Chaska 1st down.
enough for a 1st down for Chaska to keep this drive alive.
Gets about an extra 5 yards past the sticks. Set up at the Cardinals 43, and the Cardinals well offside.
Yeah, these are things you can't give them yards.
Well, and I think as a coaching staff, you're not real happy about those.
No.
But not as displeased as you are the discipline penalties we saw in the
Yeah,
first half.
no question about it. And that's what all coaches talk about is your guys need to be disciplined and on both sides of the ball, quite obviously. And those are things I know Coach Edwards will talk to his men about.
1st and 5 from the 38. Cardinals nearly jumped again. Suba able to get him to flinch along the offensive line, but resetting the play. Looks to his left, now throws. Incomplete, intended again for Odell. Pass thrown a little bit behind him, well covered on the play. Step for step with him was Carter Geyer.
Well, you know, and that's a pretty good call on 1st and 5. I like the thought by Chaska to go for that little bit of a downfield look.
Fakes the give to Halasek, and Suba keeps it. Wrapped up and stopped by Miles Taylor after a gain of about 3. They'll bring up 3rd and short.
For 5 yards. It's 3rd and 1.
They're going to give him 4 on the play.
Suba gives to Halasek, and he is stacked up in the backfield. He's going to lose 2, maybe even 3, and bring up a big 4th down.
Willis, Derek Willis, great surge in the middle by the Cardinal defense. So that's going to make it
4th and
4th and 3. Yep.
From
And
the
obviously
36.
maybe a little bit too long for a field goal. You got to go for it in this
A little
part of the
bit.
field.
It'd be
Yep.
a 50-plus yarder.
Well, you know, you never know what your kicker can do for you.
Quick throw right side, incomplete, intended for Hardy on the quick slant. And just a little too far in front of him, a turnover on downs.
Well, Cardinals did a nice job there, dodged a little bit of a bullet, and they will take over.
1:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Coon Rapids a 17-10 lead, and will take over on downs here at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was a catchable ball, but I think he saw the pressure coming at him and lost concentration on it.
George under center, handoff goes to Taylor left side, drags a couple of guys forward and is stopped just shy of the 40, gain of 3.
Under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Cardinals with a 17-10 lead.
Miles Taylor with the carry.
Illegal substitution. Flag flew from our lead official.
That's
12 men in the huddle.
Oh my gosh. That's those are obviously things that Coach Edwards just is going to be steamed about.
That's a 5-yard penalty. It brings up 2nd and 12.
So after a good gain on first down, they look at 2nd and long. Handoff goes to Salazar right side, and he's going to get those 5 yards back, but now it'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and we'll go to the fourth quarter.
That will do it for this third quarter. The Cardinals only one to score in the third frame. They have a 17-10 lead, and they'll be facing 3rd and long when we return. You're watching the high school football opener live on CTS.
Time to wake up. I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Don't forget, you've got a job to do today.
Hey, Mom. I got the job. Thanks. I've got the job. Welcome aboard.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Back at Chaska High School, the Cardinals a 17-10 lead as we start this fourth quarter. They face 3rd and 8 from their own 38-yard line. George, play action, blitz coming, spins away from the pressure, rolls out to his right, Tux wants to run, lowers his shoulder. He's not able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and the Cardinals will be forced to punt.
Well, somebody's got to come back on the receiving corner and help him a little bit. He was looking for a receiver. There was plenty of off green. If a white jersey could sneak in there, he may have been able to deliver a throw, but
Number 26. Clay Atkinson.
another tackle for Clay Atkinson for Chaska. He's been doing a nice job defensively for the Hawks.
Chaska Hawks takes their first charge timeout.
Hawks will take a timeout here as they're about ready to get the ball back here, trailing by 7.
Thanks to all the members of the Hawks Booster Club for all they've done to make tonight's game.
Well, if you're not following us on Twitter, please do. It'll be, what a tweet it'll be for you. Joe rolled his eyes at me. Doesn't like bad things. I've overused it.
You're just punny.
I am punny.
Learn to deal with it.
Well, you know.
You're not nearly as punny as you think you are. But
I resemble that.
Nolan Hansen standing at his own 33-yard line to accept the kick. Nearly blocked, but a great boot. And Hansen does not call for a fair catch and slips 3 tackles. You've got to crush him.
You've
got to absolutely destroy him.
You have to.
That is a play that he really should have, for his own safety,
called the fair catch.
Called the fair catch. He doesn't.
Well, he leaves himself open.
And I think the Cardinals were expecting it, so they didn't hit him.
Yeah,
2 guys ran right past him. A third missed on an arm tackle, and he gets upfield for a return of about 15. And they'll start from their own 42. That was a great punt from Tyler George.
Especially under the pressure he was under. He got away a good boot.
Still first minute here of the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 42 for Chaska. Fake the give, and the keeper by Suba, and he's gone. They're not going to catch him. This one's going to go 58 yards, and with an extra point, the Hawks can tie the game.
A missed tackle, and Suba did a great job. Give him credit. He extended to the outside, and he is quick. We talked about his quickness, and he's able to outrace the defender to the end zone. And as you mentioned, an extra point away from tying it up. That was quick, Joe Yund.
Well, and that we talked about as one of the downfalls of the team last year was giving up the big play on defense. Was very costly to them last season. And, a 58-yard touchdown when you're up 17-10 in the fourth quarter is not what you're looking for. Flag flies on the extra point attempt. It will be encroachment against the defense.
An electrifying play by Suba. Gets the Hawks on the board.
Half the distance to the goal and retry the extra point. The yardage was declined. They will retry the extra point.
So Mike Rowan will get another chance here to even the score with an extra point. Rowan's kick is up, it is good, and we are tied at 17. One play to go 58 yards, and we're all tied at 17 apiece.
Watch Connor Suba after the missed the fake. And he does a nice job of getting to the outside, and he's just going to race Coon Rapids to the end zone. And that's what the Hawks needed. They need a little bit of spark to tie this thing up, and we'll see how the momentum flows as the rest of this fourth quarter plays out. Looking for some good field position. Coon Rapids, see what they can do on the kickoff here. One play, 13 seconds to run 58 yards for Connor Suba.
Rowan to boot it away. Another good kick. And again dropped. Bobbled and recovered at the 18 when just a little bit out of the reach of Offerdahl as he came up for it.
It landed a little shorter than he thought it was and able to cover up it on the ball, but good field position for the defense. Put a little pressure on Coon Rapids.
It's not terrible field position.
No, it's not
from the 20.
That's not terrible, but
not what they've been used to so far. And it looks like we're going to have Jake Van Holsen coming in at quarterback. I would not be surprised to see, while Van Holzen's in there, to see them bring George in as a wideout. He's a good athlete. He can be dangerous in a lot of spaces. Jalen Salazar trying to escape, running back and forth, and eventually losing yards.
Yeah, tough for good positive plays to happen in those situations. Salazar trying to reverse field, but not able to get anything positive.
Well, it's about the third time that he reversed field that he got in trouble.
Yeah, so you lose 2 on the play.
Van Holzen under center on 2nd and 12. Handoff goes to Miles Taylor, left side. Not a lot there. Bounces free. Still moving forward, dragging guys as he dives forward just shy of the 30. So after that, he's going to gain 11 yards.
Yeah, it's just
looked like he was stopped, but somehow he bounced away from that first group and just keeps moving forward. And he's not a small kid.
No, you know, he broke a couple of tackles there as well, but it's important you keep your feet moving and good things are going to happen. Puts him in a 3rd and very short situation.
Deep back is Taylor again. Salazar in the backfield with him. They give it to Taylor on the quick dive up the middle. He's got the first down across the 30 to the 31. Carter Geyer, the wide out on the right side. Van Holzen under center. Handoff goes to Taylor. It's hit, spins, and leans forward close to the 35. Gain of a couple at least.
Yeah, just that quick little give to Miles Taylor. Trying to hit that hole hard. He, again, bounces off a defender, but he was able to hang on to his ankle.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. Van Holzen, handoff to Salazar. Gets around the corner on the left side, across the 35 to the 36, a gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 2, it's 3rd and 5.
It'll be a 3rd and 5 situation for Coon Rapids. Obviously like to keep this drive going.
Handoff to Salazar up the middle. And he's able to push his way as far as the 39, a gain of 3. But it'll bring up 4th down.
They're going to punt the ball.
The ball is spotted on the 39-yard line.
So Tyler George in to punt. He'll be standing just inside his own 30. Nolan Hansen is back, but this is a high, short punt. They'll bounce, take a cardinal bounce, and a good roll. It'll be down just inside the Chaska 30, and that's where the Hawks will take over.
Now we're under 7 minutes remaining in the game. We're tied, but again, a little more momentum for, I think, Chaska here after scoring and tying it up. Big play for the defense. Big series here for the defense for Coon Rapids. They want to hang on to this. Still plenty of time.
Suba out of the shotgun. Out of the man in motion. He dropped the snap, able to pick it up, run for the left sideline, and pick up a handful of yards before getting out of bounds. Looks like they're going to put it right about the 36, a gain of 6.
Again, made,
not bad for a broken play.
I was just going to say, made something out of nothing.
A gain of 5 to 6 yards brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4, handoff goes to Lilo up the middle. He's going to gain a couple more as far as the 37. Bring up 3rd down.
You know, he gained a little bit of a hole, but a good job by the Cardinal defense to close it quickly and push him back.
Good for a yard. It brings up 3rd and 3.
Big 3rd down for the Cardinal defense. Suba on the run to his right now, throws, has a man wide open down the field, making the catch easily is on Sango. He was all alone. Oh no, that was Hardy, okay. Had to turn around to come back to the ball, but he was all alone downfield.
Yeah, and they caught the Cardinal
Broken
defense.
coverage, and that just can't happen.
Exactly. They weren't expecting that play. They were looking for the run by Suba. And again, you're talking about broken coverage, not getting coverage, allowing him to get behind you, and a big play for the Hawks.
.48 yards on the pass to Hardy. And it's 1st down from the Cardinal 15, and this is going to move back. So that'll back him up. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 20. Suba looks left, throws, passes incomplete. Low attempted for Otto.
So that'll make it 2nd and 15. We've seen a couple of throws like that. Down low, hit the turf by Suba.
Suba again looks left, now back to his right. Throws, set up the screen to Lilo. Lilo avoids a tackle, dives down inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal.
There's pressure in on Suba, but
it will be 3rd and short.
He did a nice job of getting rid of it.
3rd and 2 from the 8. Suba with Lilo in the backfield with him. Fakes the give, he dropped it, the Cardinals are on top of it. That is a huge bounce right there,
Alexander,
and it goes in favor of the visiting team.
Wow, that's a big miscue by Chaska. Matt Amon recovering the ball. Great job getting on that football.
Well, and that's just a matter of shooting yourself in the foot right
there.
No
question.
Got it in a little too deep on the fake to Lilo.
Well,
stripped by his own player, and Ammon comes away with the ball. Cardinals breathe a little easier as they take over at their own 12-yard line. 5:42 to play here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 17. Van Holzen still in at quarterback. Handoff goes left side. Boy, it takes a while for plays to stop when
really,
you give them to Miles Taylor, apparently.
Yeah, he grinds yardage. 8 yards on the play.
Just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
Handoff does not go to Taylor. Instead, Van Holzen wrapped up as that did not fool the Hawks at all. And he is dropped for a loss.
Now, what was a second manageable now comes third a little tougher.
Well, it's still 3.
3, but still.
3 is longer than 2, from what I'm told.
Okay, you're a math wizard. You are a math wizard. Tyler George back in at quarterback for Coon Rapids.
Handoff goes up the middle, and Salazar.
That's Taylor.
Oh, Miles Taylor, sorry.
Yeah, they're going to pick up the first down.
First down.
Yep.
Out to the 23.
You know, they're wasting time getting a player in and out of the lineup. They're down to 9 seconds on the play clock. They got to make sure they get this play off.
Don't want to burn another timeout yet. Handoff goes to Taylor again. He cuts back. Oh, this time it was.
No,
this time it's Nate Beams.
Yep.
Nate Breams.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Ball was carried by number 25, Alex Kovacic.
Does not appear to be.
It's against Chaska. Officials pointing that way.
And if they needed any help,
Ricky Soto, he's helping them along.
He is. He's making sure they understand. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll give him 15.
That's a big penalty.
Yeah. Again, you go back to those. You know, the jump, the eager, the nerve penalties are frustrating. But the ones where you're frustrated, those ones,
they hurt the most.
They're just being undisciplined.
But they're avoidable, and that's the sad part about it. They're avoidable, and those things should not happen.
So now the Cardinals 1st and 10 out at their 43-yard line. Dropped the snap, but able to pick it back up, trying to avoid pressure way back in the backfield. Got to throw the football, and does. Nearly picked off. And boy, that was an eventful incomplete pass right there.
They were fortunate. He's got to throw that out of bounds.
It was Clay Atkinson, I think, over here on the coverage, who nearly had the pick. As George just running for his life, and then sees Carter Geyer and tries to get it to him.
I think Geyer went in and almost played the defender.
Absolutely, he did, because Atkinson was coming in, and if he catches it, might be off to the races.
Yeah.
But good defensive play, recovering by Carter Geyer to make sure that's nothing more than an incomplete pass. Let's start again at 2nd and 10. Throw left side, looking for Brown, nearly picked off, and Brown had to play the part of defender and make sure that Langford wasn't able to come down with an interception.
And throw it to the outside again. Threw to the inside part. He throws that to the outside. The defender doesn't have a chance. But again, that pass should have been picked off.
And now here it is, 3rd and 20, or 3rd and 10 from the 43.
There you see Tyler George's numbers, 5 of 11 for 80 yards.
Three and a half minutes remaining in a tie game. And a timeout before the snap by Coon Rapids.
It's their second. 3:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 17.
Timeout taken by the Cardinals. That's their second charge timeout of the second half.
Talk about things. Obviously, Coach Edwards saw something that he didn't draw. And this is an important part of the game. You want to continue to gain some positive yards, but you're at 3rd and 10. It's a big third down for the offense.
George out of the shotgun on 3rd and long. Fakes the give, waits, now throws, looking left, wants. Ness down the left side, it was incomplete, overthrown. And the Cardinals are going to have to punt on 4th and 10.
Tough in a 3rd and long situation, just couldn't get completion. See it again. Locked in on him the entire way.
Just a little too much here under him. Next had gotten himself open. A little too much under the pass. Good punt. Hansen will take it from the 22. He'll find a seam, and again, another big return, and this one might go all the way. He's down inside the 30, tripped up inside the 25 of Coon Rapids. And the Hawks, all of a sudden, are right back knocking on the door with 3 minutes remaining.
Oh, that time your special team let you down a little bit. There's a flag on the play. We'll see who it's against.
And it was another good punt from Tyler George.
Yep.
Just
I think it's on. I believe it's on Chaska. Yep.
But then declined. I think he pointed the wrong way. I think it was a false start on the Cardinals, or illegal procedure on the Cardinals.
Well, because originally he pointed offsetting.
Oh, offsetting penalties, they say up top. So here are the Cardinals defenders backed against their end zone. Ball at the 23 with 3:09 to play in the fourth quarter.
A great return sets up great field position for Chaska with a little over 3 minutes remaining.
Chaska takes over 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 24-yard line.
Suba with plenty of company in the backfield. Handoff goes to Lilo, and Lilo stopped as he gets to the 22, a gain of 2.
Moby Lilo with the carry, 2 yards.
I'm not sure the Cardinals can be so fortunate as to have Chaska mishandle the ball and turn it over again. This time I think it would be up to them to make something happen and come up with a big stop here. 2nd and 8. Handoff goes to Lilo again. He stretches to the 20, but it'll be 3rd and long.
Another short gain for Chaska. Are they playing it safe to set up the field goal? I wouldn't think so at this point, but I'm sure they want to be conservative, want to be safe. Ball protection is huge here for the Hawks.
Well, here you are, 3rd and 6. Under 2 minutes remaining in a tie game. Suba. Hands off to Lilo. Lilo able to avoid the first contact and get down close to the 15. It's going to be 4th and very short.
4th and about 2.
That's what they'll call it on the scoreboard.
Biggest play of the night for the defense here.
Biggest play of the night for the Chaska offense.
That's true as well.
Clock ticking down towards the final minute of the 4th quarter, and now a timeout, Chaska.
I think they might try it. I think they might kick a field goal. I think so too. That's what I would do.
I mean, you were talking about it being conservative, holding onto the ball, making sure ball security is everything, keeping the play in the middle of the field, and taking time off the clock.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play.
64 seconds left. Ball sits at the 15-yard line, so you're looking at about a 32-yard field goal. Roan has shown he has plenty of legs.
Well, and that's what I was thinking too as well. He's got a strong leg, but got to make sure you make this kick.
Well, if you don't,
well, you're still tied. But
you're still tied, and the opponent has a long field.
Yeah,
in
but
front of him with
then do you second guess yourself for not going for it on 4th and 2?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either, but.
You did attempt to miss one from under like between 40 and 47 yards last year.
Well, I think Roan's leg strength is certainly not the concern. We've seen so many things go wrong. Chaska's had a couple of bad snaps on punt attempts. The Cardinals had the first field goal attempt that slipped off the tee. But here they go. Roan's kick is up. It is no good. Wide right.
So I'm saying is that now you miss it. 59 seconds remaining and you take the ball over. Disappointing for Chaska. They had a nice little drive going and they couldn't pick up that first down and attempted the field goal, and Cardinals dodge a bullet.
And the Cardinals will take over with just a hair under 1 minute remaining. They do have one
You see that? It's going to go a little wide
timeout
right.
remaining. But they got 80 yards to go.
They do.
Could we see overtime?
We could.
How do they do overtime? It's been so long.
Start from the 10, 4 downs.
Handoff goes up the middle, and Taylor's going to gain about 3. Oh, Salazar, excuse me. May get 4. He's out to the 24. But you got to be moving. You got to be at bigger chunks of yardage than running up the middle. The pitch to Brown is behind him. He's got to run back and track it down. And now spun around and back at the 10-yard line. And yeah, just at this point,
you let it run out.
Yeah, you absolutely let this run out. Chaska's going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
But that's their third timeout,
Yeah,
so and it's third down.
Yeah, you take
a knee and you go to overtime.
Yep, no question.
Third and a lot. 3rd and 20 from the 10, roughly.
On the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
3rd and 19 from the 11, either way. Mal Edwards talking with his quarterback. A little bit of a broken play. George was looking for somebody and they weren't there, so he turns upfield. And he's going to gain about 6 yards.
And that's going to do it.
It for regulation, and we will head into overtime.
Good for 6 yards.
And see whose offense can be more successful more consistently. We'll take a break and be back with the extra period after this. Bonus football in the season opener. You're watching the Cardinals and the Hawks live on CTN.
Why should you wear your seatbelt? Because the car could crash. You'll fly out the windshield and you'll go to the hospital. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you will get a ticket. How much does the ticket cost? Tickets cost $500. 10 billion. No, around in the 300 and 400 price range. Seatbelts are cool. I want a seatbelt all my life.
Meeting in center field to discuss how the overtime works. We were discussing it in the break. We were. I am not certain that we have ever had the privilege of seeing overtime football on CTN in more than 20 years.
It's first for everything.
It may be the first.
We'd have to go back in the record books to figure that one out.
I think we would have remembered.
Neil, you're on it. Neil Hennon's
an
on
overtime football game. I don't believe that it has happened.
I don't remember one
during our tenure.
Had some overtime hockey.
We've had a few.
We had a few.
So it looks like Coon Rapids won the toss and will start on defense. Each team will get an opportunity to possess the ball and start with it from, I believe, the 10-yard line.
Yep.
And you keep trading possessions until one team has a lead.
Yeah, so there's no official time clock. The play clock obviously runs, but
every mistake is amplified when the pressure gets this intense. Both these teams trying to get out of here with a win to start their year. Both teams know they have not played the game they wanted to when they took the field tonight.
Nope.
But they've done some things right, and they're close enough, so this is anybody's game. So Chaska with the first opportunity on offense. Suba will take it, look left, pass thrown, caught by Hansen. He's tackled down at the 2.
A quick gainer there. Quick strike from Suba.
Suba pass complete. Good for 6 yards. Hansen with the reception.
Put it at the 4.
The ball is spotted on the 3-yard line. Second and goal.
Second and goal, ball at the 3 now. Suba, hands off, Lilo, touchdown.
They made that look easy. Well, now the Cardinals just have to come back and answer.
Mike Nerone with the extra point attempt. Justin Bach with the hole.
So Roan will come out to attempt the extra point. Able to get it up and through. And it's a 24-17 lead for Chaska. Coon Rapids has 4 plays.
They do.
To answer.
Hopefully the Cardinals will make it look as easy as Chaska did, 2 plays.
Well, I'm surprised that quick slant to Hansen was so automatic. I'm surprised we did not see more of that attempted throughout the game here from Chaska. Of course, their running game was quite effective all night long. Van Holzen in and out of the shotgun, hands off to Salazar. Good blocking on the right side, and he is down as far as the 3-yard line.
Good gain, good blocking up front. See it again. Nice protection. Quincy Taylor pulling as well. Give it to number 33. Averaging 4 yards a carry.
On second down from the 3, handoff does go to Miles Taylor, and he is stopped in the backfield. Big 3rd down coming up here.
That was, again, Micah Ronan with a big play. Well, Zach Nienaber, last OT season opener was Maple Grove in 2007, lost 10-9. Thank you, Zach. A wealth of information.
We would have been there.
We definitely were there.
It's definitely not more than 20 years ago.
No.
Our memory is
10 years
gone.
ago.
Handoff goes to Salazar, swarmed under, flag coming, and it's going to be against the Cardinals. And this is going to be
Soto.
One last opportunity, maybe, and they are going to be, they have to get to the end zone to even the score and force another overtime period.
Oh, Zach's a lot younger.
They're going to decline that. It's his memory's a little
much better.
Not only the last overtime, but the last overtime in an opener. Maybe hard to argue that one.
Well, yeah, he was arguing that.
Maybe Zach remembers if we did any other overtime games going back to 1997.
Well, he may not remember that far back.
Oh, try and test the audience every once in a while. So 4th down, this is it. Van Holzen rolls to his left, has time, throws, pass is tipped and knocked away, incomplete, and the Chaska Hawks will hold on for the overtime win.
Yeah, unfortunate situation. Cardinals just couldn't get that opportunity, but give credit to Chaska. They did a good job and held the Cardinals at bay, and we have a win for Chaska, 24-17 in overtime.
Yeah, it was a good effort by the Cardinals.
Yes, it was.
This is a tighter ball game, obviously, than they were in much really at all last year. So good things to take away from this, but some things you definitely want to see improve.
No question.
Over the next 6 or 7 weeks.
But you'd love to come away with the win in your season opener. Unfortunately, Cardinals played a pretty decent game, and as you mentioned, a lot of things that you work on at the beginning of the season. You work in camp all year long, and you get an opportunity to hear some live action, and you take those good things away as well.
All right, well, we will take a break. We'll come back and look at some second half highlights and wrap things up. Right after this, you're watching CTN's live coverage of the 2017 Prep Football Opener.
Why should you wear your seatbelt? Because the car could crash. You'll fly out the windshield and you'll go to the hospital. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you will get a ticket. How much does the ticket cost? Tickets cost $500. 10 billion. No, around in the 300 and 400 price range. seatbelts are cool. I want a seatbelt all my life.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Are we back? Back at Chaska High School, the Hawks celebrating with their fans. A well-deserved celebration after a 24-17 win in the season opener. The Cardinals came out and scored in the third quarter, had their first lead of the season, first lead of the night at 17-10. But we talk about it all the time. Can't give up the big play on defense, and here it was. A 58-yard run by the quarterback, Suba. That tied the game for the Chaska Hawks. Both teams able to overcome some sloppy play, and it was still tied at the end. Thanks to the missed field goal with just over a minute to play, and this was another big play. There were two big punt returns for Hansen in that second half. So some things certainly that the coaching staff will want to tighten up from here on out, and hopefully they can get things figured out a little bit better and come back next week and give Forest Lake a battle.
But yeah, no question about it. That's what they're going to have to do. Go back to the drawing board a little bit and work on some things in practice. And you know, you can't hang your head at this point. Obviously, it's the first game of the year, and you had an opportunity to get the W. It just couldn't get that part of it done. But you've got a lot of football left in front of you. And by the way, 2010 they lost to Champlain Park in overtime, 29-28, according to Zach Nienaber.
So that's a couple of times recently
that we've been there. We've been there
very recently.
Yeah, well,
that we didn't remember, but that's okay.
Yeah, you see the final stats.
7 years is only recent, relatively.
Yeah, relatively.
But anyway,
a lot can
go
happen
over
in
the
7 years.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to talk stats. We just looked at it. How about these stats?
Yes,
this is what we have coming up for you here on CTN. The season fully underway. On the first day of school, we're going to have a boys and girls soccer doubleheader. Live coverage against Anoka from the sports complex starts at 5 o'clock. We'll see this football team on the road again next week as they travel to take on new division rival Forest Lake Rangers. And then on Tuesday the 12th, we'll get our first look at this year's volleyball club under the guidance of new head coach John Enns. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, it's Chaska 24, Coon Rapids 17 in overtime. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.